Hello, my name is Callista, and welcome back to Life is Strange. In the last episode, Max saw a girl get shot in the bathroom. However, then we found ourselves in class again, listening to a lecture that we had already heard. It seems we have time travel powers, so hopefully we can save a life today. Okay, let's head on out. Go, go, go.
I hope I have enough time to get to the bathroom. Please, please. I can't tell anybody. They'll think I'm crazy.
There we go. Run, Max. Keep on running.
Daniel.
You know I don't tease.
There we go.
That science class with those nerds.
Excuse me?
What's that got to do with anything?
Okay, Max, retrace every step. I washed my face. I shredded my photo. Then the butterfly flew in. And I took a photo.
Leave them out of this bitch!
I can tell everybody Nathan Prescott is a punk ass who begs like a little girl and talks to himself.
You don't know who the fuck I am or who
I
you're
remember
messing
this.
around with.
Where'd you get that? What are you doing?
Don't
Come on, put that thing
ever
down!
Tell me.
Okay, let's go back.
Don't ever tell me what to do.
I need a hammer to break it open.
Of people
Okay, I
trying
believe
to
it was-
control me.
You are going to get in hella more trouble for this than drugs.
Nobody would ever even miss
it.
your punk ass, would they?
Get that gun away from
And then we rewind.
You are going to get in
Nope.
hella more trouble for this than drugs.
Nobody
And bap
would
it.
ever even miss your punk ass, would they? No way.
Don't ever touch me again, freak!
Another shitty day.
That did not happen. This cannot be real. I just saw a girl get shot and then saved her. What the fuck is going on? Do not freak out.
I love that. Do not freak out. Like, that would stop me from freaking out. Oh, I feel badly for the firefighters who are going to be on their way here. Thank you. Thank you, mysterious butterfly. Let's go. We've done a good deed-ish. We fucked with time, but we saved someone.
I don't smell any smoke.
Hey, do you hear that fire alarm? That means you should be outside.
I had to use the bathroom.
Girls always use that excuse.
Excuse for what?
For whatever you're up to, your face is covered in guilt.
The alarm tripped me out.
Then trip on out of here, missy. Or are you hiding something? Huh?
Thank you, Mr. Madsen. The situation is under control. There's no emergency here. Leave Miss Caulfield alone, and please turn off that alarm since that's your job.
Don't make that face at me. Admittedly, here's the thing, he probably... I would hope he just suspects that she was the one that set off the fire alarm, which, I mean, technically she did, but... It just, girls always use that as an excuse. Excuse me, sir. Right, left.
Hold on, Max. Come back here.
No. Let me go.
You look a little stressed out. Are you okay?
I'm just a little worried about my future.
You're sweating pinballs. Is that all you're thinking about? You can always be upfront with me, Max. Or have you done something wrong? Is that it? Well, Max, talk to me.
What is it with all of these people just assuming she's into shit? Like, does she have a dishonest face? Excuse you? We can report Nathan or we can hide the truth. Oh. I mentioned this before. I think I'm gonna play Max as a little cowardly. I don't think she'd have the balls to report Nathan. I think she's far more inclined to be like, no, I'll just shut up.
I just got sick in class. Female trouble.
Except you're wandering around like a zombie. And do you think that's the first time a student has used that line on me?
It's the truth. I felt dizzy in Mr. Jefferson's class.
Just tell me what you're hiding. You can trust me.
There's nothing to hide. I got sick. It happens, you know.
There's that teen toot again. You know, I've heard enough. Don't think I don't know what goes on around here. You've only been here for 3 weeks and you're already causing conflict. I don't think your parents will approve when they find out. Now get outside with class. Please.
No, he does not buy that at all. I may have just flushed my scholarship down the toilet. Yes, I could rewind and actually tell him the truth.
One, I want to argue with him, like her saying like, oh, I had female problems, and him being like, oh, but you're walking around here like a zombie. I'm like, bitch, that fits. Excuse you? Do you experience that? Why are you butting in on this?
Max,
what?
you better go on outside now.
Oi, I'm speaking, sir. How dare you? Yeah, I want to argue that, but I fear if I do, I'll get a little bit too personal and y'all will be like, Callista, we did not need to know that about you. So just the whole zombie comment, I'm like, that fits. Why you being pissy about that? And then she was literally just saying, like, I felt dizzy and all of that. There's that teen toot again. You know what, we're gonna rewind that. Let's go. Back. Come on. Go. I think it was control to instantly undo an action, but oh well. Okay, let's see what reporting Nathan does.
You look a little stressed out. Are you okay?
I'm just a little worried about my future.
You're sweating pinballs. Is that all you're thinking about? You can always be upfront with me, Max. Or have you done something wrong? Is that it? Well, Max, talk to me.
Let's see what he says when we report Nathan.
I just saw Nathan Prescott waving a gun around in the girls' room.
Nathan Prescott. You sure?
Yes, he was in the bathroom talking to himself with a gun. I saw everything. He was babbling like crazy.
Okay, slow down. Slow down. So now you saw this without him seeing you.
I was hiding behind a stall. I have the right to be there. It's the girls' room.
I know. I just want to be completely clear what happened. Mr. Prescott happens to be from the town's most distinguished family, and one of Blackwell's most honored students. So it's hard for me to see him brandishing a weapon in the girls' bathroom. So what happened next?
Then he left. I ran out here wondering what to do. Are you gonna bust him?
This is a serious charge. I'll look into the matter personally. Thank you for bringing it to my attention.
That's it? After what I told you?
We'll continue this discussion later in my office. Please go outside with the rest of your class now, Miss Caulfield.
Of course this academic drone won't do anything since the Prescott family owns Blackwell now. Should I rewind and change my story?
Oh god, oof. This is tough. This is tough, because here's the thing, how he was speaking, it's very clear he doesn't believe Max. And we have absolutely no evidence to support our claims. And if I'm being honest, I'm worried that his response will be what... I think I mentioned this in the last episode.
Max, you better go on outside now.
Sir, I'm speaking. I think I mentioned this in the last episode. My high school, they were very proud of their zero tolerance anti-bullying policy. But when you went to them to say, hey, I'm being bullied, could you do something about this? Their response was to go to the bully and say, hey, this person has made a complaint against you, could you not? So it just made it so much worse, because then everyone knew you had grassed. And then people who weren't involved in the conflict would jump in because, like, oh, you're a grass and blah, blah, blah. So I'm worried that he will just go
Max, you should be outside, not in here.
Mate, how dare? Yeah, I'm worried he'll just go to Nathan and say, hey, Max Caulfield has made allegations of you waving a gun around in the girls' room. What's that about? I think Max, she wants to be liked by her peers. And being a grass will not do that, so you know what? I'm gonna go with the first one. Come on. I just hit control, that's easier. There we go, yeah. Also, well, look at this guy.
Principal Wells always looks so distracted. I can never figure out what he's thinking. Does he hate me?
I don't think he hates you,
You
but...
look a little stressed out. Are you okay?
I'm just a little worried about my future.
You're sweating pinballs. Is that all you're thinking about? You can always be upfront with me, Max. Or have you done something wrong? Is that it? Well, Max, talk to me.
Yeah, I think my version of Max, how I perceive her, I think she would much rather be accepted by her peers and potentially risk losing her scholarship, to be very blunt.
I just got sick in class. Female trouble.
Except you're wandering around like a zombie. And do you think that's the first time a student has used that line on me?
It's the truth. I felt dizzy in Mr. Jefferson's class.
Just tell me what you're hiding. You can trust me.
There's nothing to hide. I got sick. It happens, you know.
There's that teen toot again. You know, I've heard enough. Don't think I don't know what goes on around here. You've only been here for 3 weeks and you're already causing conflict. I don't think your parents will approve when they find out. Now get outside with class. Please.
I find that interesting. You've only been here for 3 weeks and you're already causing conflict. I don't know if that's... I don't know if he means that in a way like, oh, you're giving me attitude, or if he means that in a, people have complained about you. And, okay, let's go. Ooh, very nice. Oh god, all of these missing persons posters. Oh dear. Flippin' heck.
Rachel Amber. She looks so hopeful and pretty. I wonder what happened to her.
Now then, correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's one of the, I think that's one of the pictures.
I bet the Blackwell founders would shit cats if they saw today's student body walking around like zombies on their phones.
Probably. But then again, let's be honest, the old white men of the past would shit bricks if they saw
before he blows my phone
saw what half of society looked like. Excuse you? Okay, let's see. Hi Max, can you get my flash drive? I need some info and space. Hello, sorry, running late, insane day. I'll meet you in the lot, looking cool, you'll see. My camera will be ready, see you shortly, I hope so.
Okay, I better get to my dorm and grab that flash drive.
Okay, you could, however, there is a... Yes, there we go. Again, I just want to take my sweet ass time and look at everything. Okay, let's be methodical. I'm gonna go around that way and go in a loop. Okay, fountain.
This day has been so insane.
Yeah, and it's only just
Everything
begun.
is happening too fast. And none of it makes any sense. These visions, this Power. I keep expecting to wake up one more time. But if this is a dream, then I'm not asleep. Which means somehow I did rewind time. So there has to be a reason. And I have to find out why.
Anything else? That seems to be it. Hello! Look at you, squirrel friend. Hi! I love squirrels. I love them so much.
This is a great image. All those rippling green coins. I hope everybody got their wish.
Same. Same. Now then, let's see. Oh, flipping heck. Flipping heck. God damn. Someone
I would
is,
so be there if a Sasquatch actually did battle a Razorback.
This Friday night, do the Bigfoot Stomp. October 11th, 7 p.m. The Bigfoots versus the Razorbacks. I'm guessing a Razorback is some kind of pig, because that's what that looks like. Best slice in Arcadia Bay. Oh god, now I want pizza. Why have you done this to me, Kane? Now I want pizza. And, oh, just like home and away games. Okay. The Old Port Slugs, the Dillon Panthers, and the Sunnydale Razorbacks. Okay. Yes, someone, I'm not going to name names, but someone has been going to an awful lot of trouble here.
Posters over posters? Somebody really wants to find Rachel Amber.
I wonder who. But hello, Miss Grant.
Miss Grant sure is dedicated to that petition. Hi, Miss Grant.
Excuse me, Max. I know everybody loves being asked to sign a petition. But would you do Miss Grant a favor and hear me out?
Sure.
Sure, I always have time for you. What's the petition?
David Madsen, our chief of security, wants to put surveillance cameras all around the campus. Halls, classrooms, gym, dorm rooms, etc. Blackwell Academy should be a high school, not a high-security penitentiary.
Oh. Oh, that's... Ugh. Oh god, I'm kind of conflicted here. Here's the thing, everyone has the right to privacy. And putting up cameras in the classrooms and the dorm rooms, by dorm rooms, I'm taking that to mean the bedrooms rather than the dormitory as in the building. You know, you can't be putting cameras in people's rooms. Like, that is a huge invasion of privacy. That is, like, no. Just no. However, if he just wanted to put cameras in the hallways and, you know, on the outside of buildings around the campus, I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing. I mean, you know, how many missing persons posters are there up around the school? Like, you do have to be cautious. So I could understand if it was just on the outside of buildings and in hallways, but you can't be invading people's rooms like that. Oh god, I don't know. Like I said, I'm conflicted about this. Oh, what would Max think? Oh god, here's the thing. This is, whilst it's true that cameras could have helped Rachel Amber, you're looking at this with the power of hindsight. If you get what I'm saying, you're trying to work in reverse to fix a situation, and I don't necessarily think that's the right way to go about it, especially putting cameras in people's rooms. That's just punishing everyone. Like, that is kind of crazy.
That's crazy. I get why school should be on high alert these days, but cameras in the dorm rooms...
It's a slippery slope, and it's up to you and your classmates to stand up here. Blackwell Academy has a noble heritage, from the Native Americans who founded this land to the pioneers who shared it in peace, not fear and violence.
Blackwell, yeah, Blackwell is that old?
Blackwell is that old? That's incredible.
You should learn a little history about your alma mater. You'll find some fascinating facts. There's a lot of power in this region. I think it helps the creative juices flow around here. Now, before I assign you homework with this lecture, will you please sign the petition to keep our campus from going back to 1984?
Oh god, this... I wish we could differentiate between the cameras. I wish we could pick and choose. Say we're signing this to prevent cameras from going up in the classrooms and dorm rooms. But it's an all or nothing situation, I'm afraid. And some of those cameras, they would just be a complete violation of people's, you know, right to privacy. No. I think Max would sign.
Absolutely. I don't mind security, but not pure surveillance.
I knew you were my favorite new student at Blackwell for a good reason.
And Max brings... Oh god, this actually will have consequences. Oh dear. I'm sticking with that though. Max brings up a very good point. There is a difference between high security and all-out surveillance. We don't want the school becoming Big Brother.
Mr. Jefferson has such a gift for different styles.
Okay. Now then, where were those two people? You! Hi! Hello? Excuse me?
Stella always looks so serious and dedicated. Good for her. Hey there, Stella.
Hey, I know you. You're the new quiet girl in Jefferson's class. Isn't he incredible?
Oh gosh, of course she's gonna say I think so. Of course she is.
I think so. We're lucky to have such a famous teacher. And I actually love his work.
Me too. His New York urban stuff is great, but I'm glad he came back to his Oregon roots. Screw the East Coast elite. It must piss off those pretentious galleries that Mark Jefferson is teaching photography to us Blackwell hicks. Plus, he is pretty hot for an older guy. If Victoria wasn't all over him, I would definitely make a move.
Ladies, no! He's your teacher! He's your teacher! Oh god, here's the thing. Here's where I'm coming from. I have nothing... I'm not grossed out by the age gap. Here's the thing. My parents have a large age gap in their relationship, so age gap relationships are literally the most normal thing on the planet to me. If I'm being honest, I'm kind of grossed out when couples only have a month difference in age. I'm like, ooh, no, why? What is that? That seems very abnormal to me because I wasn't raised with that. So it's not the age gap. It's the fact that he's their teacher. That's where I'm like, no, that's wrong. He is in a position of authority over these girls. He has a duty of care to them. And to enter into a relationship, he'd just be breaking so many levels of trust. I'm like, no. I can't exactly fault the students for having crushes on their teachers. I think that's a perfectly normal part of growing up. But like, don't be talking about acting on it. Oh god. Oh god, no. Here's the thing. I absolutely think that Max crushes on Mr. Jefferson. I absolutely think that she is lusting after him. But I don't think she'd admit to it. I think she'd try and divert the conversation.
Victoria is pretty obvious. I don't think Jefferson is into her.
I don't think she's closed the deal, but she's not the only player.
Now, how do you know this?
You have a lot to learn here at Blackwell. Rachel Amber absolutely had sex with him. Well, I heard that from a good source.
You knew Rachel, did you?
So, you knew Rachel?
Not really. I saw her hanging with the other cool kids like Victoria. Not my kind of clique. But I heard insane stories about Rachel.
Oh, insane stories. Also, again, more examples of Mark Jefferson's work. A young girl being held down. Lovely jubbly. In case you can't tell, I am being sarcastic there.
That's so cool that Blackwell is doing a show of Mr. Jefferson's work.
I just, as I said, my one nitpick is the fact that he was Rachel Amber's teacher. I don't even have an issue with Rachel Amber's age, and now before anyone gets on me for that, in the UK the age of consent is 16. I know in America it's 18, in the UK it's 16. So a 17-year-old being in a relationship with a 30-year-old, I'm like, as long as there's no power imbalance and everyone is on the same page, you do you. I don't see anything wrong with that from a moral perspective. I understand, like I said, this is America, this takes place in America. I'm like, if Rachel Amber and Mr. Jefferson were in a relationship, it was illegal. They shouldn't have done that. He was also her teacher, so that's a no-go. However, morally, I don't really see anything wrong with it. It's more that it's like illegal in this country, and he's her teacher. Don't do that.
That's one of his famous shots. I love how it captures the moment.
I wonder who's being arrested. Also, was there Daniel? Hello. Hi.
Daniel is always drawing something. He makes me look like an extrovert. What's up, Daniel?
Oh, hi, Max. Could I, ask you a question? Would you mind letting me sketch you? I do put my sketches on Facebook, though.
Considering he got into this school, I'm going to assume he's a really talented artist. I think Max would be honored to have someone talented draw her.
I'd be honored, Daniel. Makes me feel like a muse.
Funny, you should say that. I was just thinking about my real muse. Rachel Amber.
Yeah, so did you actually know her, or did you kind of just look at her from afar?
You knew her?
No, but once she asked me to draw her portrait. Oh, she was a natural.
And what exactly happened to her, do you think?
So what happened to her? There's gotta be a story.
She just stopped coming to class. Some people said she ran away. Some say she jumped off a cliff. I just hope she's okay.
Who the fuck says that? Like, seriously, oh, she just jumped off a cliff. What? It's like, I remember when I was going to sixth form, basically, I blacked out in the middle of town. And I kind of I must have only blacked out for like a split second. I was walking down the street, and then the next thing I knew, I was falling and my body had twisted. So I was facing the road rather than the street. And I managed to catch myself before I fell on the floor. However, I fucked up my ankle a little bit. And I was in shock. I've never experienced a blackout before, or since, to be fair. And I just carried on my way to sixth form college. I was just kind of like, that was the only thing I could think of to do. So I limped my way to the sixth form college. I developed an awful stutter. I could barely get my words out. I think it was the shock, I don't know. I managed to get to class, and people saw me hobbling in, and they're like, Callista, what's wrong? And I tried to say I blacked out, but like I said, I was stuttering so badly. And so they were like, oh shit, we'll go get a teacher. The teacher came in, and they saw that I couldn't really walk, so they got me a wheelchair and, you know, got me down in the elevator and pushed me through to the teacher's lounge to wait for my dad to come and pick me up. And the next week, I go into a different class, and here's the thing, to wheel me to the teacher's lounge, they'd wheeled me through like a common area, so there were a shit ton of people there. And someone came up to me the next week and was like, hey, Callista, oh my god, I'm so sorry you fell down the stairs. And I was like, what? And they were saying, oh yeah, people are saying that you fell down the stairs really badly and that's why you were in that wheelchair the other week. And I was like, no! How the hell? Because I never told anyone what had happened. I literally just said I blacked out. That was all I said. And so I was like, how are people getting that I fell down the fucking stairs? What kind of rumor is that? It was very weird.
Hard to avoid her posters all over campus.
Kills me to see her sweet face used as a crime photo. She had a good heart.
Okay, why don't you start drawing me? Even though I must be a step down from Rachel.
No way, you're a good substitute, Muse.
Nice save, Daniel.
Oh, that's a good posture. Good, good.
Yeah, I think Max would be rather flattered that he'd even ask her. Oh,
Best
shit!
portrait ever.
Nice! Thank you, Daniel! Thank you. Oh, again, every time that pops up, this action will have consequences. For something that seems so banal, I'm just like, oh, shit. Oh, dear. And with that, I think I'm going to bring this episode to a close right here. I know things have been very slow-paced, but I want to take my time with this. I want to see everything that I can. And personally, I'm really enjoying myself so far. I'm having a lot of fun with this. Okay, so until the next episode, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Callista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.